I'm Adam.
And I'm Chester.
And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Hey, Chester, do you like going to parades?
Fun fact about me. When I was a kid, my parents took me to parades and street festivals all the time. So I'm basically a pro at getting candy or whatever they're throwing out into the crowd.
That sounds fun. In today's book, a little boy is waiting for his uncle's surprise while at an Independence Day parade. Let's get started. Looking for Uncle Louie on the 4th of July by Kathy Whitehead. Illustrated by Pablo Torrecilla. Crowds line the streets to wait for the 4th of July parade. Grown-ups relax in lawn chairs while we perch on coolers for a better view. Relatives are everywhere, laughing, talking, and telling jokes. But I don't see Uncle Louie. He calls me Big Joe and lets me wear his cowboy hat. "Where's Uncle Louie?" I ask, tugging on Mom's shirt. "That Louie," says Mom, unpacking our lunch. "He's got a big surprise for you. Keep your eyes and ears open wide." I crane my neck and look around, but I don't see Uncle Louie. Soldiers proudly carry the red, white, and blue, and I stand tall and give my best salute. The sailboats in the harbor seem to do the same, the wind pushing their sails in stiff gusts. A high school band marches by next, twirlers out front, flinging batons in the air. The strains of America the Beautiful tickle my ears. I wave to them all, but I don't see Uncle Louie.
Fun fact. Baton twirling evolved from military practices of twirling rifles. Then the gun was switched to a heavy mace, and finally a metal baton with rubber ends that you see today.
Chester, you're always good for some trivia facts.
That's kind of what I'm known for. Speaking of that, marching bands are known for having a majorette leading the band with her dance moves. But did you know that they weren't introduced until the 1930s?
No, I didn't. Let's continue to see what's next. Sashaying dancers in boots and bandanas twirl their partners across a wagon floor. The celebration of our nation with a southern Texas twist. A conjunto band rides by. Their star-spangled banner is hot like jalapenos, ripe from the scorching Texas sun. Clowns on bikes and giant trikes wave tiny flags and throw candy to the crowd. Kids scoop it up and shout for more. I shout too, but I don't see Uncle Louie. Horses prance by, manes braided and tails brushed. Their lady riders sit side saddle, full skirts flowing in the breeze. I keep my eyes and ears open wide. A rumble grows from down the street. Could it be Uncle Louie? I shade my eyes and look. A flash of chrome blinds me as my ears catch a Tejano beat. A purple lowrider slinks into sight, pink lightning down the side. It hugs the ground in front, while the back floats high above the streets. I wave at the riders in the car. Lowriders are the best. A sparkling yellow Chevy follows close behind, balancing on 3 wheels like a tightrope walker, giving the crowd a big top thrill. Behind it purrs a long, low car, Lady Liberty painted on the hood, and 8 flags flapping, front to back, on this star-spangled ride.
Fun fact. Lowriders were started in the 1940s and 50s after the Second World War ended. It took place in Mexican-American barrios in Los Angeles, California. The lowered effect on the car was first achieved by putting sandbags inside the trunk.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
It's not like I invented it. You can find anything about anything on the internet.
Well, let's see what we can find out about Uncle Louie. The driver sports a cowboy hat banded with the red, white, and blue underneath its turned-up brim. I spot a familiar lopsided grin. "Hey, Uncle Louie!" The car shudders to a halt. Uncle Louie pops out and opens the door. He's waving me inside. Mom nods and smiles as I dive into the big back seat. The front bumper starts a stately rise, a lowrider salute to our nation's birth. I cheer and sing, glad to be part of the star-spangled celebration of our nation. And best of all, I found my Uncle Louie.
Fun fact, The longest parade in the world is the Hanover Schützenfest that takes place in Hanover every year during the Schützenfest. The parade is 7.5 miles long with more than 12,000 participants, 100 bands, and around 70 floats and carriages.
You never cease to amaze me, Chester.
Thank you.
And if you're amazed by this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. I'm Adam.
And I'm Chester.
And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way.
Did you know the oldest 4th of July parade in the nation is celebrated in the town of Bristol, Rhode Island each year? It's been happening since 1785.